that. Wow, this is going to be called The Great Escape. Like, I have it all documented. I was already...
So recently, Ryan Garcia had crazy interview with Patrick Bet David. They all talk about everything. All the fight about the past months, things that happened to Ryan Gracia, and he admits Devin Henny fight was pre-planned. Listen what he say.
46 Eastern Standard Time. He texts me, says, Pat, Ryan Garcia is about to pull the first ever social media rope-a-dope. You heard it here. Meaning, he's telling me that you trolled the entire world with the fight.
Yeah,
so was this all an act? What part of it was real? Tell us about it.
I mean, my cameraman Chance, Ajay's there. Hey, we have it pre-recorded months ago. What did I say was gonna happen? I said, I'm about to make sure everybody thinks I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Wow, this is gonna be called The Great Escape. Like, I have it all documented. I was already...
Here is in other clips, check this.
This video, play this clip. This is 10 minutes after our conversation, or an hour after our conversation. Go ahead and play this clip.
Here to announce my return back to Instagram. Now, over these past couple days, you guys have seen some pretty intense things. I understand what they are and I understand what they look like. But I'm coming back to announce I'm not going to speak on any other topic other than boxing, sports, and my fight. That's the only thing I'm going to be talking about. And I'm training for this fight. I want everybody to know this fight's still on. 420, 5 weeks of super focus. I have PBD helping me in this camp and many other warriors. So I thank you guys for the support, and I'll see you guys on 420.
I think this lasted 30 minutes until you went back on social media again.
No, but you got to understand, like I said, I won't talk about it, till, I'll do it super focused, but I didn't, tell you how long I was going to do it for. All I said was I was going to do it. It could have been for 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
Ryan Garcia criticized the contentious refereeing call made during the bout after winning. In addition, Henry Garcia discussed the contentious decision-making process and criticized the judge for declaring the battle a draw. Tank Davis backed as well when he criticized the dubious choices made throughout the match. Tank. This was a thought-provoking insight. A lot of people in the boxing community were upset about the bad choices made during the match. We examined the opinions of boxing gurus and professionals in this video. Pay attention. Ryan Garcia overcame all odds to secure a thrilling victory over Devin Henny yesterday, which is significant for his career. During the news conference following the bout, Kingry appeared unhappy. Garcia wasted little time in exposing the referee's clumsy decision-making after he took the podium to discuss the fight. In addition, he made fun of Devin Haney's father Bill at the post-fight press conference. Garcia believed that last night's knockout over Devin was unfairly taken from him. Although Kingry expressed no complaints over the outcome, he did concede that a finish would have been even more satisfying. In the first round, he established the tone with a powerful left hook that stunned Henny, but Garcia truly took control with 3 knockdowns that basically won him the bout. The first knockdown occurred in the 7th round, but the scorecard lead was almost instantly wiped out when referee Harvey Dock stopped the action, took away Garcia's point for punching, and then asked for a break rather than to be penalized. Garcia believes that he ought to have been permitted to carry on until he permanently incapacitated Henny. According to Kingry, Doc was intoxicated during the fight and ought to have halted it because it was dangerous. Henny was seriously injured. I was uncomfortable. I glanced at Bill Henny as well. I remarked to him, "Bro, you should really stop doing this," and that was all. Kingry went on to describe how the thief grabbed him and said, "He was holding me for dear life." Doc took away a point when I cracked him, but he held me. I saw an opportunity to keep swinging while my hands were free. It was in that 7th round that I ought to have taken him out. That was taken from me by them. Garcia acknowledges that the referee's absurd antics perplexed him. Garcia remarked, "I've never seen some asterisk like that. When I punched him while he was still holding him and he got hurt, I said, 'Yes, done, oh, point taken.'" Thinking back on his performance, Garcia continued to exact revenge despite the sanction, scoring 2 more knockdowns in the 10th and 11th rounds to win the bout. Although Garcia thinks he could have done even better, he was motivated by a single goal, putting Henny away, and it ended up costing him. Will this be the point at which I give up on him? After Garcia defeated Henny in the 7th round, he stated, "That's just all I was thinking. I should not have put too much pressure on myself to stop him. I would have lost my mind at the sound of his voice. I was just unable to finish him. I was somewhat aback by how difficult his recuperation was. In the first round, I got the best of him. I believed it to be finished. I'm thinking, I won easy work, and in the next moment, he fired back. He even used the hook to injure me. I thought, hey, maybe he does have some power. According to Garcia's account of his thoughts during the bout, he had Haney's counted out. Although he was happy with the win, a knockout would have been preferable. Ryan will be relieved that the fight is over, but fans were not pleased with the referee's bad choices, and many of them vented their annoyance on social media. "Who is this ref seriously?" a user asked. "He must be dismissed immediately." When Henny was unconscious, a spectator clarified how the referee was keeping score. Ref 123, 4, 5, 6 was written by the fan. "Henny, are you ready?" "All right, no referee." 7-8 proceed. A supporter expressed dissatisfaction about Ryan Garcia's defeat by knockout. How are they depriving him of a knockdown because the referee's brother, Hunt Mao, wrote the fan? Furthermore, not just the supporters voiced their disagreement with the officiating call made during the e-fight. The referee received a clap back from sportscaster Stephen A. Smith, who wrote, "This referee is absolutely terrible. Henny is damaged so badly that he is clinging on Ryan Garcia for dear life, which forces Garcia to punch in the clinch." Without giving any prior notice, the referee stops play to deduct a point and issues a bullsh ****. T. Garcia strikes Henny twice more, but the referee declares both of the plays imaginary and horribly officiated. Patrick Bett is an American entrepreneur and commentator. In addition, David said, "This referee must be betting on Henny because Ryan Garcia is telling his dad to stop the crazy fight." Elaine Sterling, a former UFC bantamweight champion, too offered her opinion during the subpar officiating. Garcia was obviously winning those later rounds plus the KDs that would have been illegal, so I'm glad he didn't receive a BS draw, but it's good to see Ryan's father make the right choices. Henry Garcia also criticized the referee for awarding a tie in the bout, implying that he was biased or incompetent in light of Ryan's performance, which he considered to be definitely superior. Regarding the unsatisfactory refereeing call, he chastised Docker for his perceived bias and accused him of being biased in awarding the point deduction throughout the fight. The adult YouTuber Showbiz talked about the contentious way the boxing match was handled and shared his strong feelings about what he felt were injustices done to Ryan Garcia. He indicated that dubious refereeing and judging calls were made in an effort to deny Ryan Garcia a resounding victory. Showbiz brought attention to Cry's point punishment from the referee after he punched Henny during a break. The host claimed that this deduction changed what could have been a 10-8 round for Garcia to a 9-8, which had a big effect on the fight scorecard. The referee's choice to give Henny an unfair edge by not issuing a warning before making such a severe move drew criticism from Showbiz. Showbiz expressed his shock and dismay at the judge's ruling, which resulted in the bout being declared a draw. Feeling that Ryan Garcia had obviously controlled the bout, he vented his annoyance and charged that the referees were attempting to give Henny as many chances as possible to win or draw the bout, calling this the fix. The Garcias were pleased with the outcome despite the disputes. Sean Garcia, King's younger brother, rejoiced about the win over Devin. From the beginning, Sean was confident in Ryan's abilities and stated that he had expected Ryan to dominate Henny. He disclosed that, despite the high stakes and intense atmosphere of the bout, he gave Ryan guidance in the corner during the fight to be calm and focused. Sean talked about some of the occasions he thought the officiating calls were dubious during the fight. He brought up an incident in which Sean thought Ryan had legitimately knocked him down, but referee Harvey Dock chose to count a slip instead. He implied that these choices nearly cost Ryan a more decisive win, possibly via knockout, which, considering the way the bout went, he believed Ryan deserved. Sean was especially critical of the times he thought the referee overlooked Ryan's dominance, pointing out that Henny was rattled severely several times when he fell and that the occurrences were incorrectly called slips. He maintained that the referee ought to have been more adamant, possibly ending the bout early to save Henny from suffering more damage for the boxer's health as well as the sport's integrity. While talking about possible bouts, Sean showed his excitement for Ryan's future. He specifically mentioned wanting to see Ryan take on Tank Davis at 140 pounds, showing his confidence in Ryan's ability to succeed at this weight class despite whatever difficulties it would provide. He acknowledged Ryan Garcia as a skilled fighter, a point he repeated while also expressing his admiration for Garcia's performance in the last round. In keeping with his overall laid-back manner throughout the exchange, Ali jokingly mentioned how he planned to celebrate the win, hinting at a lighthearted approach to the aftermath of the fight. This reaction represents a fighter's perspective of acknowledging the skill displayed while keeping a distance from the deeper controversies or narratives that might surround such a match. King Garcia's dominance left the boxing world in disbelief, but what are your thoughts on Kingy's performance? Tell us in the comments below. All of that for now. Remember to subscribe to and like the channel. To ensure that you never miss any more videos like this, turn on the bell for the most recent notifications. We appreciate your time and we'll see you in the next video.